So yeah, if you remember, last time we played this game, Kakeru confessed, and then, you know, he didn't wait for Miyako's response, and then when he finally gets a response, it's a resounding yes. So yeah, they're dating now, which is pretty nice. But I'm not sure if that means we're closing on the endgame or not, because they still haven't managed to catch the serial killer, which is why I put a question mark. Will we catch him today? We won't know until we play, will we? So I figured, yeah, let's do this. Let's go! We end up spending about 2 hours at round 2. By the time we get out, the sun is setting, the sky above us turning from orange to red. While I'd like to spend more time here, I decided that was probably enough for today. I mean, is anyone surprised? He's finally gotten to date the girl he's wanted. So, you know, of course, no one wanted it to end, but of course, every day has an end. Maybe a little bit, yeah. Yeah, guess so. I wonder where they'll be going. Nah, let's call it a day. Oh, I don't think she wants it to end yet either, you know. Put her feelings into it, come on. She looks a little sad. Of course she would. A little stab of pain and a little rush of joy hit me at the same time. Oh, a face only you get to see, you lucky dog. Me, you know, you and everyone else watching this stream, of course. Or everyone else who plays the game, even. But I have my reasons for wanting to end our date early. Oh, could this be it? I'd be worried if it got too late. Yeah. Yeah, because it's at night the girls are getting attacked, isn't it? So, yeah, I can understand his reasons now. I should have said something earlier, but I'm just, well, not sure how I feel about letting you go home alone at night. Exactly. There you go. She gets it. Of course she gets it. She's a smart girl. Miyako gives me a knowing smile. Well, you're gonna have to make sure you don't look at them then, because that's the only issue. Normally when you pass someone, sometimes you can't help but let your eyes wander. I mean, I know, but wherever it's possible for you to head home before dark, I'd rather you did that. Jana? Oh wait, we have to go pick up your bike. Yes, don't leave her yet. Oh yeah, Miyako, would you let me carry your lamp? She's very much someone who's more than willing to do things herself if she can. Don't be modest now. Despite her trying to demur, I somewhat insistently snatched the bag away from her. Wow, rude. He wants to be a good boyfriend, and that's fine. I know, but see, you have to carry your own bag. This way you'll have a hand free, right? So, with that stellar explanation, I stick out my right hand. Miyako timidly takes it. Yeah, he did it. He was proactive. He let the chance slip him by earlier, but now he's taking the lead. Attaboy, attaboy Kakeru. I wrap my rough fingers around her smooth hand. I'll walk you back to 9 Ball. Aww, they really feel like a couple now, don't they? Her voice is small and bashful now. As you would expect, right? It may just be the sunset, but Miyako sure looks like she's blushing. Oh, she totally is. She totally is. I can't help but worry about her. She tries to do everything herself, really. You know, she doesn't want to rely on others too much. Which is fine, I can understand that. There's a murderer on the loose in our city. But today has undoubtedly been the happiest day of my life. And I have a feeling that I'll be able to say that again tomorrow, And then again the next day, and the next. A gentle warmth fills my heart at the thought of our future together. I sure hope it ends well. I don't want it to end like it did the first time round. I hated it. Didn't like it. No more. I fritter away my weekend. I actually wanted to go on another date today, but I get the feeling that asking her out every day would be pushing it, so I hold back. I can understand. You're not wanting to feel like you're insistent. Besides, she seems to have a shift starting in the early evening and going on until night. I loaf around my room, still basking in the afterglow of I loaf around in my room, still basking in the afterglow of yesterday's date. I'm Miyako's boyfriend. Yesterday's date was only the beginning of our relationship. Because in addition to dates, there's also... Wait, was that? Did I miss something? Oh, did I skip that? And with that thought, I sink down under the waves of giddiness again. Man, how am I so far gone? I'm well aware I need to chill out, but I just can't help it. I can't fight my feelings, especially when she seems so out of reach at the start. Oh. As I'm still lying around grinning like a dope, the doorbell rings. Is it a sister? Is it Sora? Who could it be at this hour? Meh, probably just a door-to-door salesman. I consider ignoring it, but once the thought crosses my mind that it might be Miyako, I'm pulled to the door like a moth to a flame. Coming! I respond while getting up and walking to the entrance. I open the door with the chain still on, and I find... Are?
こんばんは。ごめんなさい、遅くに。
Well, aren't you glad you didn't ignore it now, Kakeru? You'd have been such a jerk. I didn't seriously think it'd be her. I asked Miyako to wait a moment so I can close the door and undo the chain. Then I opened the door again to show her inside.
お邪魔します。
The pleasure is all his. Don't you worry. What's up? I didn't expect to see you here this late. She hesitantly shows me the little box she's carrying. Ooh, is it food? Give me food. Yum, 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 yum.
売れ残ったケーキ、おじいさまが持っていけって。
As we know, her grandfather likes him, so I'm sure he's more than happy to learn that they're dating now. Oops, sorry. Nani?
よかったらどうぞ。
Oh man, free cake. How can you say no to free cake? It's not walnut or anything, is it? Don't like walnut. Ugh. Although for her, I think I'd eat anything. Except maybe poison. Or maybe even poison, I don't know. It depends. Oh, arigato. You went through all the effort to bring this to me?
明日まで持たないかもしれないから。ソラちゃんは？
Yes. Where is Sora-chan? Oh, she's not here today.
そっか。2つ入ってるんだけど。
Well, I can't help but think that maybe it's as good a time as any. Oh. Did you tell your grandfather about us?
でも気づいてるかも。
He's probably seen how happy you seem lately and just put two to two together. She smiles wryly, her cheeks flushed. So cute. He probably caught on from the way Miyako's been acting. Going to 9 Ball is going to be tougher from now on. Because he's going to want to, like, spoil him now, isn't he? He does seem like a doting type, though. It's getting late. Are you okay? No curfew?
大丈夫。
Then just stay and chow down together. Then would you like to have a seat and we can eat them together?
そう言ってくれるのを待ってた。
As soon as she found out the Sora wasn't here, I brought 2 slices though. Of course she was waiting for that. I figured. I'll get us some plates and something to drink.
あ、私がやるから。
Wow, it's the waitress in her, isn't it? That's what it is. I told you, I've got it.
私がやる。
She's so insistent. We start bickering over it for some reason as we set out the spread. Aww. I carry the cake box to the table and open it up. There's a slice of cheesecake and a slice of chocolate cake. What kind of cheesecake? Which do you want?
かけるくんから選んで。
Oh my god, is this a choice? Is this a choice that's going to determine the ending we're going to get? Alright. Oh, okay. Thank god. I was hoping there wouldn't be an arbitrary choice that seems like it doesn't matter but actually has a big bearing on the ending. I pick the cheesecake. Miyako takes the chocolate one. I put my hands together in thanks and then I pick up my fork.
急に来て本当にごめんね。
Hey, he wanted to see you. This is a nice surprise for him, don't you worry. I'd never buy a cake on my own, so it's a pleasant surprise. Plus, I didn't get to see you today.
ありがとう。もしかしたらおじいさまが口実を作ってくれたのかも。
Oh, you
私
can't.
も会いたかったから。
Oh, yes. Your grandfather seems a sharp type. He wouldn't be a successful businessman if he didn't have that sort of sense. Soka.
半分食べる？
Yeah, try half. You know, share the wealth. Oh no, I couldn't. How about we split them both?
いいかも。
Because then you both get to try a bit of both. I actually did that at my work's Christmas meal. My mate got a chocolate orange tort, and I got a red velvet cheesecake, and I ended up sharing it with him. Unreasonably flustered, we dig into our cake. Now that I think of it, this is the first time we've been alone in my apartment since we started dating. Of course, I think this would be around the time in the adult version we'd get a bit of a hanky-panky, if you understand what I imply by that. Not that it's subtle. Uh-oh. I can't stop the flood of impure thoughts. I mean, maybe she can't either. You never know. Miyako's breathing is soft and ordinary, and yet I can hear it so vividly that it's making my heart race, as is normally the case. We make eye contact. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree here, but I have a feeling Miyako understands what's on my mind right now. Can I really do this? Maybe I could gently slip my arm around her shoulders. Or I could say she's got some frosting on her lips. He's thinking of all the different ways he could get the ball rolling. I slowly close the distance. I'm going in for the kiss. Oh, of course. Damn it!
こんばんは。
Sophita, you've ruined everything! You sack of shit. I don't think she did that on purpose. Or did she? I mean, we don't really know Sophita's real intentions here.
何よその顔。
As she bleeds. That's what we want to do, right? No particular reason. You leave us all alone all this time, only to pop up now? Could you have picked a worse time? No. I am above such petty thoughts. No, actually, I'm not. Damn this plushie.
ソフィーさん、お久しぶりです。
You sack of shit.
お久しぶり。ごめんなさいね。二人で楽しんでいる時に。
Ugh, I hate that face. I still hate it. It's still gross.
だから何よその顔は。
Don't know what you're talking about. Sophie gives me a sidelong glance and harumphs. Damn it. This punk is definitely interrupting us on purpose. Get on with it. Why are you here? You haven't shown up in a while.
様子を見ていたのよ。
Oh, really? Actually doing some work, are you, for a change?
ごめんなさい。あまり進展していなくて。
It's understandable, though.
そうね。小言でも言おうかしらと何度か思ったのだけれど。
I hate that she's my favorite color when she puts on that gross face. I hate it. Well, go on, out with it.
何ですか？
この枝の都は無事みたいでよかったわ。
Oh, I see. This is one of those branching timeline sort of deals.
無事？
Please don't tell her. What are you even talking about?
今この世界に流れている時間そのもの。
In simpler terms, please.
本当そるさんね。
She gives an affected sigh. After a long pause, Sophie elaborates.
世界はさまざまな可能性が重なっている。今あなたたちが一緒に食事をしているのもあまたに存在する可能性の一つに過ぎない。
I am wondering why she's feeling a need to say this now of all times. Seems a bit random and out left field.
世界は可能性の数だけ枝分かれするの。お分かり？
Okay.
平行世界ってことですか？
Yeah, it goes on a branched timeline rather than a constant timeline. Interesting.
そう、都はやっぱり賢いわね。その平行世界を私は枝と呼んでいる。
And so what? What are you trying to tell us?
私は枝分かれした可能性を知ることができるの。アーティファクト、世界の目の力による。
Well, she does look after the artifacts, so I guess it makes sense that she'd be using them.
世界の目。平行世界で起こったことがわかるってことですか？
そうね。別の枝で私が経験しうることに限るけれど。今日は特別にその別の枝の出来事をあなたたちに教えてあげに来たの。
Okay, but why though? Why do they even need to know? I don't get it. I get reminded more and more of Cubey every time I see Sophita. You came here to make sure Miyako is safe, didn't you?
妙なところは鋭いのね。
Anyone could have figured that out. Did something happen to Miyako?
何かあったどころじゃないわ。Miyako？
はい。
Okay, go on.
2日前、この世界だと金曜日っていうのかしら？その夜にあなた魔眼のユーザーに殺されたわ。
Again, you just gotta question why even say anything.
はい。
Miyako blinks, speechless. My thoughts freeze, trying to process the idea. Miyako was murdered? ちょっと待って What do you mean?
大声出さないの。順を追って話してあげるから。
After another sigh, Sophie continues. She explains that in another branching world, we didn't end up getting together and instead we had a massive falling out with one another. Things got worse as Miyako started using her powers on random people, probably focusing on students at our school, so she could read their memories. In the end, she did successfully identify the Evil Eye's user. But as soon as she found them, she rushed off alone to make contact with them. And when she did...
というわけで、カケルがミヤコを見つけた時にはもう手遅れ。魔眼のユーザーに殺されてたってわけ。
We sit speechless. That's all we can do. Is this some bad joke? I'm just gonna try something, guys. My new chair arrived. But I think I don't need the headrest because it's a little low on my hair. In the actual place it's supposed to be, it actually goes in the back of my shoulder, in between my shoulder blades, which is not really good for a headrest. But yeah, I got the new chair and it's lovely. I love it. But Sophie's story is far too detailed to just laugh off. What's more, she wouldn't have any reason to play a prank on us like this in the first place. So that means she's telling the truth. In another world, Miyako ended up the third victim.
話は以上。気をつけなさい。魔眼のユーザー、成長しているわ。
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. you can, every time you murder, you get better with your ability, right? You think? So, their powers are getting stronger.
最初は表皮だけしか石化できなかった。しかも、一部石化ができていなかったのか、それとも解除されかかっていたのか。出来上がったのはお粗末な石像。
Piece by piece, huh?
けれど都は体の内部まで石化していた。魔眼のユーザーはアーティファクトの力の全てを引き出しつつある。
Right, so if they weren't fully petrified, then that means they literally suffocated, didn't they? Because they couldn't breathe. Oh, jeez.
そう。都の体は完全に石化し、砕かれていた。
Wow. Why go into such detail? But then surely Kakeru, the way he ended that route was literally, come on Miyako, let's go home. And it's like, what? What does that mean? Does that mean Kakeru has the ability to experience these timelines as well? I guess it's possible. Cut it out, Sophie!
何よ、事実を話しているだけでしょ。自分の死を聞かされてショックなのはわかるけれど、知っておく必要がある。
Why, Sophita? Why does she even have to know?
この枝でも死なないために。
Oh man, this is really the worst thing you could be telling Kakeru right now. I set down my fork with a clink. All the life has gone out of her eyes. She's in a daze. It's incredibly frustrating that I can't find the words to comfort her.
私の話をどう処理しようと勝手だけど、そんなに落ち込むことはないんじゃない？
Yeah, you wouldn't understand feelings, would you, Sophita? Easy to say when it doesn't matter to you.
それはそうだけど、落ち込む話ばかりではないでしょ。
Oh, how so? Please do tell. I am dying to hear this.
都は魔眼のユーザーに負けた。でもそれは別の枝での話。この枝の都は生きている。
Yes, that much is obvious.
魔眼のユーザーを特定できる可能性を残してね。
She can identify him, that is true. A bit of life returns to Miyako's eyes.
そっか、石化されたってことは、私は魔眼のユーザーに会っている。
And we happen to know that it is actually from their school as well, that's the killer.
そう、言ったでしょ。あなたが特定したって。
Right, so basically, she's just trying to get her to take action. Is that what you're doing, Sophita?
うまく立ち回ることができれば、死ぬことなく魔眼のユーザーに勝てるんじゃないかしら。
Yeah, because in that timeline she went alone. If she has backup, then she can probably do it.
私の力があれば犯行を止められる。
Well, at least I'm glad I got the Twitch title right.
そうしてくれることを願っているわ。
Exactly what we're gonna do.
私が
She firmly clenches her fist. This is her sense of justice. Sophie smiles in satisfaction.
どうやるかは任せるわ。別の枝であなたが何をしたかは私には分からないし。
Well, she continually started reading everyone's minds, didn't she?
はい。 やってみます。
I trust that you will, and I trust this timeline you're going to live.
かけるも無能なりにみやこの力になりなさい。
Even if he has to protect her by becoming petrified himself. Meat shield. I don't need you to tell me to help her.
結構。じゃあね、またそのうち。
Toodaloo. With those parting words, Sophie disappears into a patch of distorted space. Different branches, parallel worlds, and in one of them, Miyako was murdered. No, I can't let this get to me. Gotta stay strong for her. So, how about that cake? Grasping at straws, I tried to lighten the mood by reminding her about the cake. She went to all that effort to bring it over, and I'm truly grateful. I'd like us to enjoy it together. But I guess it's kind of hard after hearing all that stuff.
あれ。
Oh. Her fork falls to the table with a clank. Miyako, what's wrong?
ごめんなさい。
You can't blame her. The shock of hearing that you get murdered must not be very easy to take. She apologizes and reaches for the fork. Now is the time for you to lay that kiss on her. But she fumbles and comes up empty-handed. Her hands are trembling.
どうしたんだろう。ごめんなさい。
Your feelings right now are perfectly natural. I think we'd all be shocked to hear that we ended up getting killed, even if it isn't actually the you, but a different you. She grabs her wrist with her other hand, trying to stop it shaking. But her trembling only grows worse, and soon she's shivering all over. Poor girl.
物語の主人公のつもりでいた。自分は死とは遠い場所にいるって。
Yes, but that was in a different timeline, under different circumstances. This time it's different.
想像力が足らなかった。どうしてそんな思い違いをしていたんだろう。
Well, her feelings were all over the place at the time. It's only natural that she'd slip up.
そうだよね。たまたま力を得ただけ。私は特別じゃない。選択を間違えれば死ぬんだよね。
I mean, yeah. But you've been given the foresight, so you have a chance to protect yourself and, you know, keep your life. Miyako. I call her name and take her quivering hand.
ありがとう。ごめんなさい。
Don't apologize. It's a really bad habit, apologizing when she doesn't need to. You don't have to do this. I know this isn't what you want to hear, but you don't have to put your life on the line, Miyako. I think it's splendid that you want to bring peace to this town. That's the kind of drive I don't have, and that makes me want to be there supporting you in that goal. But much more than that, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to end up dead. In this world, you have a support. You have someone there for you, which means you can do it. I know you can, and I think we all think she can. Her shivering is calming down a bit. Although I'm trying to console her, my advice is cold and unforgiving. I even had to tell her it wasn't going to be what she wanted to hear, trying to soften the blow. But I still believe it's the best option. I want Miyako to live, even if that means others are going to keep dying. But of course, I know that already.
けど、
There's There's no way she could give up knowing this. I know what Miyako will say.
折れたくない。
Yeah, she's not the type. She will press on regardless of what I think.
私は炎に恐れず立ち向かったかけるくんに見合う彼女になりたい。
She is something, isn't she? She is something special. Consider yourself lucky to have her, Kakeru, because you certainly are. I'm telling you, I'm hardly special.
私にとってはそうじゃない。
Exactly. But what makes you think you need to be worthy of him? I'm sure he thinks you're already more than worthy. He's not worthy for you, I'm sure he'd tell you. See, it's just... I'm giving it all I've got to be worthy of you.
かけるくんは私にはもったいない人。あなたに近づきたいのに私はまだまだ弱いね。
You see what I mean? She puts way too much pressure on herself. She thinks she has to be worthy of everyone, even though most people would say, "Oh, I'm not worthy enough to have you." She puts her shivering left hand atop mine, still holding her right hand.
自分の死を予言されることがこんなに怖いなんて知らなかった。
It always will be, won't it? You can't apologize for that. You know one thing I do love? I love how Miyako's eyes basically look like space. You've got like a blue planet at the bottom and stars in the top. They really are quite beautiful. It's only a story, and only one of many possible outcomes. She lets go of my hand. A forlorn sigh. But I'm sure as hell not going to let her stay like that. I muster up my courage and put my arms around her. What Sophie told us about was just a possibility. Another way things could have gone. In the here and now, we're both very much alive. We still have each other. But if you're still worried, if you're afraid you might die in all this, I swear I'll protect you. I will not let you die, Miyako. I hope that calms her down. It's these words of comfort and support she needs to hear most.
ありがとう。
Miyako suddenly relaxes and leans into me. Is this throbbing I can feel coming from me or from her? Your heartbeats could be going in sync, maybe. I don't know. But I do know that Miyako is soft and warm, and that she smells sweet in my arms. I'm sure she smells sweet anyway, but I can see what he's getting at. I want to stay like this forever. But while at first I only feel concern for her, soon enough, my desires rear their ugly head. Realizing that selfish side of me, I chastise myself internally. I really am not the man Miyako thinks I am. I'm worried about what I might do if we stay like this much longer. Feels like you stopped shivering.
止まってない。
She clearly doesn't want you to let go. Maybe you're gonna have to act on your impulses because I don't know, it feels like she kind of wants you to. I'm momentarily at a loss for words. But it only takes me one moment to read between the lines. You too, huh, Miyako? There you go, and that's probably the part of her that makes you think, oh, I'm not the girl you think what I am either. I guess we're more similar than I thought. Then I guess we'd better stay like this a little longer.
少しじゃやだ。
Oh, she's bold. Okay. As long as we feel like. Miyako's tension has all bled away, gone without a trace. She's entrusting all of herself to me. All her weight, all her existence, in the circle of my arms. She tilts her head up and our eyes meet. She wants it, dude. She wants a kiss. Better give her what she wants. Her face is flushed. Her eyes are shimmering in a way that no sane man could possibly resist. I mean, you know, straight man, of course. Yeah. I take a deep breath and drink in her sweet smell. My head is going blank. My heart is pounding. You're taking advantage of her, a voice in the back of my head shouts at me. And maybe I am. Still, if I can wipe away Miyako's worries, her fears, then I'm fine with stooping that low. Kiss time! There you go! Yeah, boy! Oh, and it even goes with all the smooching, sloppy kiss effects. Drawn to each other, our passions inflamed, we gently come together in a kiss. Her lips are sweet. Maybe the taste of the cake? I mean, she had chocolate cake. Not much sweeter taste than that. Doesn't matter. The rush of excitement and nervousness paralyzes my senses, and my heart hammers in my chest so hard I can hear the blood pounding in my ears. With all the blood going to my head, I might just pass out. I'm so far gone, I don't even know what it feels like. And so a moment later... Damn, Miyako, she's so forward, isn't she? She's getting what she wants. Yeah. She pleads as I kiss her slightly parted lips. She is incredibly cute, isn't she? Isn't she just? When she does, before I realizing it, I'm holding her tight in my embrace. Our first kiss was so good that it overwhelmed my senses. And it wasn't just a tender kiss either, it was a deep, passionate one as well. What a way to start off your relationship, with a kiss like that passionate. Maybe you owe Sophita a thank you. Oh, it's so wet, I love it. Insatiable, we kiss each other again and again. Would you ever have thought she could be this forward and this lewd? Again and again. Our lips lock tirelessly, as though all we need in this world is each other. At last we separate, and I hope she's feeling better now. Sweet sighs drift between the two of us. Man, you certainly made it like it wasn't, man. Mine too. Damn, they're so cute together. She smiles and wraps her arms around me. I sure am glad. You know, a sad face is not really fit to suit her, does it? Her smile is her best feature. That's great. You don't have to. I'm never letting go, whether you're shivering or not. Aww. They're so freaking cute. You don't need to ask. He's your boyfriend after all. Sure will.
キスもしてくれる？
I will. Ideally. We can do that even when you aren't feeling bad. Well, that's true, they can do that. It doesn't have to be an excuse.
私も。
She grips me a little tighter. I put my hand on Miyako's head and gently stroke her hair. Neither of us says a word as we linger in each other's embrace. We can feel each other's heat. That you can.
じゃあ
Aww. I bet they never wanted to let go, and now they really don't want to say goodbye either, I'll bet.
お邪魔様でした。
Pleasure's all his, I'm sure. Take care now. Or would it be in Japanese? I'm sorry. Itarashai? Maybe. After a bow and a strange turn of phrase, Miyako pedals away on her bike. I'm worried about letting her go alone, but unfortunately I don't have a bike here. Damn. And you can't really ride tandem either on a single-seater. I don't think that's legal, is it? Even though it's a trope you see in anime a lot, it's not really road legal. Maybe I should bring mine from home so I can escort her back. As long as there's a risk of her being found by the culprit, that's the least I can do. I return to my room and lounge in bed. Parallel worlds, branches. In another branch, Miyako and I had a falling out. Maybe it was during that awkward period a while ago. He's very sharp when he wants to be, isn't he? Unable to clear things up, Miyako went out on her own and lost to the culprit. But in this branch, we're together. Miyako has me on her side. I'm sure I can protect her. Now I just have to think, how are we going to do this? My only goal is, at all costs, to keep Miyako from dying. We can't let it happen. We won't let it happen. And we can't let it happen. Man, I'm really thirsty today. I have no idea why.
つまり10話のシーサの真夏の深淵より来たれりというセリフはこれから起こる凶事を予言すると同時に蛇神様のご降臨を
Right, so why is our teacher talking about an anime all of a sudden? They honestly didn't make it part of the curriculum, did they? Once a week, the city force feeds us a shitty lesson that teaches us about the local folklore through details from the anime. And that in no way helps us come test time for things that actually matter. Wow. They really went all in on that anime, didn't they? Needless to say, Ms. Narise is really phoning it in, and the whole class is ignoring her. I mean, yeah, if it has no bearing on their studies, then why even bother listening? Heck, why even show up for the class? Same goes for me. I've been completely occupied trying to narrow down our killer's identity. Sophie gave us some useful information about what occurred in that other branch. While I'm not sure I should believe everything she said, I'm not going to get anywhere without at least some sort of lead. I'm going to assume that everything Sophie told us is truth, organize the information, and then see what conclusions it leads me to. First of all, Miyako and I had a falling out for one reason or another. Because of that, Miyako went working on her own. As a result, Miyako used her ability and identified the culprit. And finally, she was murdered by them. The situation is so radically different from what's happening in our world that I decided not to focus on how things would end up like that. I don't have any idea why it would happen anyway. Exactly, because you've made up, so there's no way she'd be working on her own. Most likely, we've avoided whatever twist of fate caused us to separate. And thus, Miyako won't go off on her own. So the way I see it, since she's got me with her, the possibility of Miyako being murdered by the culprit has dropped considerably. Well, of course, it's not a guarantee, of course. Therefore, I can move on from that and focus on who Miyako used her abilities on. Going off what Sophie told... Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm sort of losing it a bit. My lips are so dry, I hate this. Going off what Sophie told us, Miyako identified the culprit in less than the span of a week. Some of that time was the Golden Week holidays, so it might only have taken her a couple of days. How was she able to identify the culprit in such a short time? I can't help but think that there must be a student here, or a teacher, or maybe a customer at 9 Ball. Yeah, those are the only people she could use it on. But one way or the other, the culprit must be somewhere very close by us. There's also one more point I should focus on. That being, why did the culprit smash Miyako's statue? The culprit had been simply turning girls into statues up until that point. So why did they go out of their way to break Miyako's statue, and only hers after the petrification process? One reason I can think is that their powers had gotten stronger, so he wanted to actually see if he'd actually managed to fully petrify this one. Hence why she smashed the hence why they smashed the statue. I mean, that's certainly a possibility. Yeah, did they want to check if their abilities were developing? Or maybe they had a personal grudge against Miyako? Oh man, imagine if it was imagine if it was his friend. Imagine that. That would be quite a twist, wouldn't it? I can't even imagine why someone would. But if that theory is correct, then the culprit must be someone with an extremely close relationship to Miyako. Otherwise, there would be no reason they'd have any strong feelings towards her at all. Now, taking all that into consideration, we have pretty clear guidelines on which to base our search. But whatever happens, we mustn't let people learn about her powers. I mean, let's not forget, he also started ignoring him after he got close to Miyako, so you know, it makes sense if he was the one who was doing it. And you know, he's very much a womanizer as well, isn't he? So it wouldn't surprise me, would it? The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking of pinning it on him, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not gonna come to any like solid conclusions until we actually get to the point. Even if Miyako's powers rob the target of their memories of the whole event, anybody talking to them would easily detect that they're acting weird. It's a major weakness of her ability. If the culprit is observant enough and smart enough to figure out what's going on, then using any powers with reckless abandon could be a huge risk. Mind you, even Kakeru's eyes have that spacey look in them, which is pretty nice. It's a pretty nice aesthetical choice. I sigh and take a step back. At the end of the day, there's no way to eliminate all the risks. All I can do is trust Miyako. I'm such a pathetic boyfriend. If I really am a user, I wish I'd unlocked my powers already, goddammit.
ここで注目していただきたいのが神器白蛇の石眼でして、これを用いて蛇神様はこの土地から邪気を
She really doesn't care. Ms. Narase drones on. Come to think of it, didn't Sophie mention something about the anime being pretty accurate? The sacred relic? Was the red eye of the white serpent an artifact? The world's eye. The evil eye. Wait a second. I see. Damn it, Sophie. You've been holding out on us. Ooh. After school, just like you, babe. Withholding information. Yeah, see? After school, Miyako and I head out of the classroom and make a beeline for the front gates. There, we plan to meet up with Sora and head to my place.
Please, お待たせ。
Well, we haven't seen Sora for a while. Hey, nice hustle.
あれ、みやこ先輩は？
She's grabbing her bike. Duh, of course she is.
減ったか。
Nani?
名古屋だと蹴ったマシンって言うんだって。
Okay, I guess you learn something new every day, huh? The full name sounds kinda cool.
合体しそうだよね。
Raunchy?
お待たせ。
Nice.
あ、来た。蹴った蹴った。
Why are you saying it like that?
何？
Pushy, push bike, get it? She says it's a regional dialect thing. Come on, we're heading out.
みやこ先輩、カバン入れてもいい？どうぞ。
She always offers her basket, so, you know, why even ask at this point? I guess it's rude not to ask, but, you know. We start walking together. Miyako says she wants to drop by the supermarket, but since the plan is to split up early today, we head straight to my place.
長い髪落ちてる。浮気ね。女連れ込んだでしょ。
Sora, she's such a comic relief, isn't she? Oh, give it a break.
ごめんなさい。多分私。
Miyako, don't react to her. Don't react to her being like that. Come on. Miyako, don't take her seriously. Dropping our bags wherever, the three of us sit around the table. Now then, today we have a serious discussion ahead of us. First order of business is...
あ、はい。
Wow, already? Couldn't you let me finish? Yeah? What?
二人に聞きたいことあります。
Oh, I think we know what it is.
何？
No. I know what she's gonna say.
かけるくんとかみやことか呼び方変わってたけど、お前ら付き合ってるだろう。
Of course, how could she not? Yeah, the usual. Yeah, makes sense. It's like, oops, I didn't realize. Now, let's see. First on the agenda for today was...
うわ、付き合ってんだ。嘘でしょ、付き合ってんだ。
Look, it's fine. Whatever. Just let it go.
いや、よくないよ。何隠そうとしてんの、この野郎。
I don't think it's more needing to hide it, more like you didn't think to tell you.
お兄様には大変よくしていただき。
何その挨拶。私、あなたとの交際なんて認めませんことよ。
Excuse me, why the fuck not? That's not very nice. Alright, settle down, you two. And Miyako, stop taking Sora's stupid jokes seriously. You're just encouraging her.
ごめんなさい。
Don't apologize.
くっそ。あることないことみやこ先輩に吹き込んで破局に追い込んでやる。
Now, for anyone who doesn't know, episode 2 is Sora's story. So yeah, basically, she doesn't want anyone coming between her and her Nissan. Basically, just let's put it that way. Seriously, don't.
まあいいや、どうでも。で、何？早く話してよ。
Cripes, bad mood much? Anyway, I've got to bring in one more guest.
ソフィーさん？
Yes. You haven't met her yet, right, Sora?
名前聞いただけ。ぬいぐるみなんでしょ？
I wonder if he can actually just call her at will. It's easy to dismiss her as a mascot, but watch out, she can be super rude. Like Sora isn't rude herself, to be honest. Sophie, you're here, aren't you? Come on out, please. Come on. She's not gonna come out when she's called like that, I don't think. Are you alright, Kakeru? Have you gone soft in the head or something? I wouldn't be surprised if Sora said something like that.
来ませんけど。
No. I don't think she'd be willing to come out called on command. Hey! You're supposed to be monitoring me, right? I've got something I need to ask you, so please just come on out here. Oh. There she is.
何すごいびっくり
I know, right? She's super freaky. I hate her. A rift in space tears itself open, and Sophie pops half her face through. About time she showed up. Sophie, I have something I need to ask you. She's not happy about it. What's wrong?
それが人に物を頼む態度。
Hey, you're rude. You don't have room to talk.
前々から気になっていたのよね。あなた、礼儀がなってないって。特に私に対して。
There's a saying for this situation. Treat people how you want to be treated. You'll want to talk.
このまま帰ってもいいんだけど。
Sophie-san, I have something I need to...
はあ？さん？
Wow, she's so demanding. Sophie-sama, there is something I would very much like to humbly ask you. So might I be so bold as to bother you with to listen to my humble question?
ま、いいでしょう。
She has all the power in this relationship, doesn't she? With a please sniff, she passes the rest of the way through the rift in space. This thing is a real pain in the ass, I swear.
うわーすごいかわいい
Oh, you say that when she puts on her green face, you'll hate her.
ありがとう。あまり騒がないでね。私、あなたみたいに想像しい子苦手な
I knew she was gonna be like that.
の。うわー初対面で。うわー
Well, she is a little obnoxious.
で、何が聞きたいの？
It's about the evil eye.
石化の能力、以上。
Yeah, I don't buy that for a second. And stop it with that face. I hate it. Stop it. No, I'm sure you know more than that. Oh, there you go. She does. We already knew that though, didn't we? Sophie's expression hardens ever so slightly. It would seem that I guessed correctly. That thing that lets you experience other branches is called the world's eye. Ne?
そうね。
Artifacts all have names.
当然、名前をつけないと管理がしにくいし。
Yes, I can understand that much, Sophie. Then what are the names of Miyako and Sora's artifacts?
まだないわよ。セフィロトのリストにはないアーティファクトだから。回収したら名前がつけられるんじゃない？
Okay. やっぱり。
何よ。何が言いたいの？
Earlier, you said that artifacts that Sephiroth wasn't watching over have slipped into our world. Isn't that right?
それはもう話したでしょ。
I get it. So this is an artifact that's made its way into this world, not by accident, but on purpose. If that's the case, then how come the petrification artifact is already named the Evil Eye?
ち本当に妙なところだけ鋭い。
Yeah, she is definitely Kyubey. Absolutely. She clicks her tongue at me. I knew this rat had been hiding something. You knew about the Evil Eye already, didn't you?
ええ、知っているわ。
じゃあどうして
She didn't think we needed to know.
話さなかったのかって？仕方ないでしょ。規則なんだから。
Oh god, I hate it. Please stop. Sephiroth's regulations?
必要以上に漏らせないのよ。こちらの情報を。
Yep, Kyubey. You're telling me it isn't strictly necessary for you to tell us everything you know about this artifact we're busting our humps to collect?
こっちにも立場があるのよ。理解してちょうだい。たとえ協力者だろうが、気を許してペラペラと機密を話してしまったら、その瞬間私は無職よ。 社会的地位を失うの。
So yeah, I think that's the only difference to Kibe. She has higher ups. No, Kibe had higher ups, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did. It's been so long, I can't remember.
話したくても話せない。
That is true.
そういうこと。でも、そうね。あなたたちに死なれたら面倒なことになるし。
Yes, that would definitely be a big problem for you, wouldn't it?
一つだけ教えてあげるわ。言いふらしたりしないでね。
If my higher ups find out, they'll fire me. I promise.
魔眼のユーザーと1対1で対峙してはダメ。必ず複数で行動すること。
Exactly. I assume it takes time to petrify someone, so if they were to petrify someone, they'd have to focus their attention on them for a period of time, which would probably be the best way to steal the artifact, right?
2人でいれば魔眼の能力を防ぐことはたやすい。
A very powerful artifact with a very big weakness. That sure would have been nice to know sooner.
他の枝でミヤコが死んでいなかったらこのヒントもあげなかったわよ。
Yep, that is the case, alright.
大丈夫。気にしないで、ソラちゃん。
I mean, she is now, but she wasn't when she first heard it, of course.
他にも何か？
No, I think that's plenty, right? No, I get it. If you can't talk about it, I'll drop it. Thanks for the help.
まったく、忙しい私をその程度のことで呼び出すなんて。
Trivial? This is a life or death situation we're in here. How dare you? Miyako's life is on the line. Don't you dare call it trivial. Literally my words as well.
あら、意外と暑苦しい男なのね。
Sophie offers a snarky parting shot as the space around her begins to distort.
じゃあね、困ったことがあったらまた呼んでちょうだい。アドバイスできるかはわからないけれど。
Okay. She waves a stubby little hand at us as she disappears into the subspace rift.
態度でけえ。
Yeah, no, right? Totally. It's just her nature to look down on people. Try not to take it too hard when she acts rude.
結構刺さったけどね。てかさ、何あれ。
Yeah, I guess we owe her an explanation. She is with us after all. She's part of the team. Explain what?
ミヤコ先輩が死ぬとか、命がかかってるとか。予言みたいなものなのかな。
Yes, a premonition. A potential outcome.
予言って。ミヤコ先輩死んじゃうの？
No, don't you worry. She most definitely is not. I won't let her. That's what I'm here for. And you're gonna help me protect her, right, Sora?
そりゃもう当然っすよ。
Well, I'm glad she's taken some responsibility, knowing her life would be in danger too, as by association.
ありがとう、ソラちゃん。
Aw. We all want to protect you, Miyako. Don't you worry. We'll protect you. We won't let you die this time.
で、手伝うってどうすればいいの？ずっとミヤコ先輩のそばにいればいいの？
You just want to hang out with her, don't you? We need your power.
ほう。地味で使えねえとか言いやがった私の力をですか？
Ooh, you called it lame. Oh, you're in for it now. You're seriously still holding a grudge over that?
当たり前ですよ、持ってますよ。
You know your sister by now, Kakeru. Come on. Allow me to correct myself. It's the strongest power imaginable.
そこまで言われるとちょっと気持ち悪いですけど。
Well, he totally is.
ソラちゃんに存在感を薄くしてもらって私の能力を使う？
Alright, so maybe if Kakeru confronts the killer instead, Miyako gets her presence hidden and can steal it without ever knowing. That makes sense. That sounds like a plan to me. I think the key problem we have to avoid would be the culprit finding out that Miyako is a user, and moreover, one capable of exposing their identity. But if we can keep Miyako's powers hidden, we should be able to identify the culprit without them catching on to us. And if we can identify the culprit, we've got it made. After all, we have Sora the Great and Powerful on our side. Seriously, don't say it like that. You're just making it sound like you're making fun of her now.
私の隠密術、活躍する時が来たようですね。
Yes, yes it is. It's time for Sora to finally feature more prominently in this game.
あれ、なんか不安そうな顔してますけど、私信用ないです。
Oof.
違うの、そうじゃなくて。
It's more she doesn't want Sora to get in danger's way. Are you worried about something?
私もしかしたらもう犯人に知られているのかもしれない。
I guess if he was there when she was fighting the flames, when they were fighting the user before, it would make sense.
なんで？
火事の時、能力を使っちゃったから。
Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah! How could I forget about something so important? So there's the possibility that the culprit is already keeping an eye on us then.
現場を見てたなら、犯人は1年。
Yeah, it certainly will. In one sense, it's kind of bad knowing that the culprit already knows. But on the other hand, it really narrows down the potential suspects, doesn't it? Yeah.
友達とかに話しているかもしれないから、そうとも言い切れないと思う。
Yeah, but there is, that may dilute it a little bit, but it still keeps you within range of the school, right? That the culprit is part of the school. They might even have figured out your power.
それで、もしかけるくんみたいに頭の回転が速い人で、私の能力が記憶も盗めるって気づいてしまっていたら。
Then they'd certainly be coming for you.
私はもう狙われているのかもしれない。
Ooh, that's not ideal then, is it?
でも、ある？そんな記憶まで盗めるかもってそこまで考えちゃう人。
If they were a big fan of the anime as well, they might do that. Maybe they already know. We're talking about a serial killer here. If you believe you know what's going on in their head, think again.
じゃあ速攻で決めないと。あっちが動く前に犯人捕まえないと。
Indeed, we have to get crack-a-lackin'. Yeah, you're right. Our culprit is somewhere very close to us, no doubt. We should be able to catch them.
まず誰の記憶から読めばいい？かけるくんの判断に従う。
Yeah, about that. We'd be shooting blind, so considering that our culprit might be on the move already, if we can, I'd like to narrow down our choices before we pull the trigger.
あ、そうだ。それについて私、お兄様に進言がございますよ。
The chair recognizes Sora. But of course.
はい。皆さんもう忘れているでしょうが、私、アガスティアの葉を毎日チェックしていまして。
Yes. What do you have to report?
掲示板。
そうそう、それでね、エデンの女王覚えてます？
Ah, yes, we all remember her, don't we? The one who can use her power to allure men under her spell. I mean, it could work on women as well, for all I know. We've not seen it.
なんか宮子先輩が露骨に嫌な顔しましたけど。
It's a long story. Yeah, I guess you could say there's some bad blood between them.
まあいいけど、なんかね、連休中にオフ会やったっぽいっすよ。
Oh,
オフ会？
interesting.
ネットで知り合った人とリアルで会うことっすね。
じゃあ
Maybe she's also onto the culprit as well. So there's a possibility that Kosaka Senpai is now in contact with other users, huh?
偽物だけかもしれないけどね。でも、もし本物のユーザー同士の集いだったらどうでしょ
And all the males could be... Maybe all the males in her group might be part of that, but then I guess they were kind of there before the meetup, so I guess that's not exactly a very viable option, is it?
犯人とも接触しているかもしれない。
Could have.
まあそんな間抜けではないと思うけどね。殺人犯がのこのこオフ会とか。
Well, don't go assuming things, Sora. Point taken. But still.
常識を当てはめるなでしょ。
Yep. She's catching on. Yeah. If they were the type to worry, they wouldn't have murdered 2 people. Nor would they be gunning for Miyako. I'm positive that our culprit hardly gives a second thought to murdering someone. They're undoubtedly just going on with their normal life. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they just waltzed into an offline meetup and started chatting.
そのオフ会はどこで行われたの？
もちろん聖地っす。
Ah, okay. That's understandable.
聖地。ああ、そっか。アニメのサイトだもんね。
一応はアニメの聖地を巡礼しようって趣旨だったみたいよ。
I mean, surely users would be into that, wouldn't they? Learning more about the history of the artifacts. I mean, is it history if it's just basically fiction that's based on real life? I guess I've answered my own question there, haven't I? So, like, exactly where did they go?
さあ、どこ行ったかわかんない。
You just need to know the locales, don't you? And then you can literally work from there. Well, crap. Guess we'll have to get it straight from the horse's mouth.
高坂先輩の記憶を読めばいいんだね。
Pretty much. Ooh, they're gonna have a little bit of a duel. Yep, we know someone who went, so reading her memories is our best option.
わかった。
Sora, I'll need you with her when she reads her memories.
オッケー。朝がいいよね。確実に会えるし。
Indeed we are.
早速明日読んでみよう。
Alright, let's go!
記憶ってさ、好きなの選んで読んだりできるの？
どうだろう。まだ1回しかやったことないから。
And I don't think she meant to read his feelings for her.
多分だけど、一番強い記憶が読みやすいのかな。目に見えないものだから選ぶのは難しいかも。
I guess that does make sense.
じゃあ出たとこ勝負か。
Pretty much.
そうなっちゃうね。
Wow, me and Miyako. On the same wavelength. The culprit is someone near us. They may even be a student at our school. We have to pray that this works. Alright then, shall we call it a day?
へい。久しぶりにみやこ先輩のご飯食べたかったけど、命狙われてるなら仕方ないよね。
I don't think Miyako would mind, to be honest. I wish she wouldn't be so blasé about it.
あ、すみません。
大丈夫。ソラちゃんも気をつけて帰ってね。
True, you're also a target, Sora, so definitely be careful.
私は電車乗るだけだし、スニーキングできるし別にね。じゃあ帰りますか。
Okie doke then.
またね。
Excuse me.
一緒に帰るんじゃないの？
Why would she? They're dating now, you know that.
あ
She wants some alone time with Kakeru.
ちょっとまだ個人的な用事があって。
You can read between the lines, Sora. She wants to be a wedge, doesn't she? Damn it, Sora. Leave us alone.
イチャつくつもりか。
あ、いえ、
Oh, you can't hide it. It's written all over your face.
イチャつくつもりか。
Sora, dear.
なんすか。だから黙って千円札出すなよ。買収しようとするなよ。
Buy yourself a cake or something and go home.
だよもう二人して邪魔者扱いしてさ。
Sorry, Sora, but that's the truth of the matter, I'm afraid.
そういうわけじゃ。
No, she is Miyako. Don't try and soften the blow for her, please.
もういいバカバカニーヤの母ちゃんデーベソ
Just get out of here. The hell? How can you say that? That's our mother you're talking about.
あ、そうだファイナルビルダーズ借りてっていい
Minecraft. Oh dear. Sheesh, you stop freaking out in a hurry. Whatever. Take the whole system with you.
やったーじゃあねイチャイチャして爆発してしまえ
Wow. Make out and go to hell. That is so mean. Sora packs the game system on my shelf into her bag and exits my apartment. The click of the door closing comes from the entryway. I take a short trip to the entryway, lock the door and rush back. We're not having her disturbing us again, are we?
ごめんなさいソラちゃんを怒らせちゃって
She'll get over it, don't you worry. Oh, don't worry. She's not angry. She always acts like that. She might actually be a little angry this time. Yeah, episode 2. Let's not say any more than that.
そう
Yeah, it's fine. So what did you really want?
別にないんだけど
Ooh?
今日二人きりに慣れてないなって
I'm pretty sure that's actually meant to be a music song there. I don't know why it isn't. She says in a tiny voice, fidgeting, "She's so freaking cute." Her whispered words pierce my heart.
ごめんなさい早く帰れるように気を使ってくれてるのに
There's still some light left, it's fine. No. I slowly shake my head. And I take her hand. I wanted to be alone with you as well. They are madly in love, you can see it. Miyako squeezes my hand. The dark conversation from a minute ago is only a memory now. I would love to stay like this. For a day, for a week. It even makes me wish we could live together. Just the two of us. You can stay the night if you like. If only I could bring myself to say that. But it's far too embarrassing. You coward! So instead, I put up a brave front, pretending to be an ordinary guy who's worried for his girlfriend. You should probably head home before it gets dark. You gotta give her a goodbye kiss if you're gonna do that much, come on.
かけるくんは
Hmm?
あんまりベタベタされるの嫌い
It's early doors to be thinking that, isn't it? No, not at all.
よかったたくさん甘えたいんだけどどうすればいいかよくわからなくて
In a situation like that, you've just gotta let time take its course. You'll learn what to do. No need to force it. It's better to build it little by little. Just like how we have been.
うんでも
Don't worry about it, Miyako.
考えすぎかなソフィーさんの話を聞いてもしかしたら明日にでも死んじゃうんだなって気づいて
Yeah, I can understand. I can understand that.
だから今できることは今しなきゃなってだから
Live life without having any regrets, I take it.
頑張って甘えてみようと思ったの
I think we know what that means, don't we? Miyako smiles. Her eyes are so calm, so gentle.
ごめんね別に不安ではないのかけるくんがいるから
The horny is strong in this one. You wouldn't think that.
勝手だけど また守ってくれるって知ってるから、あの時のように。
Yeah, I'll protect you. I swear it.
だからね、心配してないの。かけるくんと一緒なら私は大丈夫。死ぬかもって口実にして甘えたかったの。
Well, at least he's being upfront about it. You know, you could have just said so. No need to make an excuse for it.
お父さんとお母さんにもあまり甘えたことないし、難しくて。
Wow, that's a shame.
怖いって震えてた方が良かった？
No! That would have gotten you a hug for sure.
ああ、失敗しちゃった。
Well, he's gonna give you one now, I think. I offer her a wry smile. I put my arms around her and pull her close.
やっぱり恥ずかしい。
No wonder she wanted an excuse. The feeling's mutual.
そのうち慣れちゃうのかな。
You will. You absolutely will. Probably. But I kind of don't want to.
ずっとドキドキしていたいね。
Yep. I won't let you die, no matter what. I swear I'll protect you.
信じてる。
Aww. I pull her even closer. I could never go this far for the sake of the town. But for the sake of this precious person, I won't even hesitate to risk my life. I will protect Miyako. Without a doubt. Aww. And that, to me, is a perfect place to end it.
セーブ画面だよ。
So yeah, we're really making
セー
progress
ブ
here.
する？セーブしたよ。
So
環
with
境
that
設
said,
定だよ。
guys,
そろそろ終わりにする？
let me thank you all very much for watching tonight. Or whenever you watch it on YouTube afterwards. Or the VOD on Twitch for as long as it's up. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll play something else. We'll play Little Busters. Look forward to that. Take care and have a good night, everybody. Peace out.